Well, hey folks, welcome back to another episode of the Brand Builder Show. Today's episode is going to be all about attribution, learning how we can take the data that we're getting from external traffic campaigns to Amazon and optimize those for greater profitability and growth in your brand. It's going to be a great episode, and to talk through that, we have Kfir on the show with us today. Kfir, welcome to the show today. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
First question is, did I get your name right? I forgot to check if that's how you pronounce it.
Well, it's always the first question. People are struggling with my name, and I'm used to it. So yeah, but by the way, the meaning of the name is a lion cub.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so you can call me Simba.
Yeah, nice. I like it. Good stuff. Well, welcome to the show. We're going to be, as we said, talking about Amazon attribution, the potential weaknesses of it, and how you can really deal with that in order to be able to get more insights into driving external traffic. It's a big topic nowadays. It's obviously something that Amazon really rewards. It's something that growing brands need to have as part of their strategy. So I'm really looking forward to that. Before we dive too deeply into that, would love to hear more about your origins in the world of Amazon and e-commerce. So give us the elevator pitch of your life. What have you been up to, and where are you up to today?
Sure. So I've been in the e-commerce industry for over 10 years now. I started as an Amazon seller, and I'm still an Amazon seller. We all, the three partners of mine, the two partners, well, there are three, and the two partners of mine are also Amazon sellers. Okay. And during the years, we've been doing a lot of things on Amazon. When I started to sell on Amazon, it was kind of a heaven. It was quite easy. I mean, it's unlike what's happening today, completely different story. We didn't do any PPC, nothing. We just listed our items and started to sell. But today, as everybody knows, it's completely different story. And along the years, I also started to consult businesses. I used to work with the businesses that wanted to sell on Amazon. And I'm still doing it, as a side hustle. But our main thing now is the attribution insight. What we are doing is, this is what we were going to speak about.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. That sounds good. And then just to get us sort of kicked off as well, I love to ask people their favorite five. It's a little bit of an intro slot we do. Your favorite five of particular topics. So first one, do you have a favorite e-commerce brand?
My favorite e-commerce brand? Wow, that's a big question. Well, there are quite a few, but if I need to pick one, as a former athlete, I used to buy a lot of online my shoes and all the equipment for to do all my practice. So I like to buy Nike online. I think the experience of buying and their approach of marketing online is really cool. So if I would need to choose one day, that would be Nike.
Yeah, definitely. Their branding is up there with the best in the world for sure.
Oh yeah, completely.
And products are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay, number two, your favorite software or tool that helps you run your business or your life, other than the one you've developed, of course.
Well, if there are so many out there that you can use and actually help you manage your business. But the one that I've been using lately in the last year, which is also software that was made in Israel. It's a CRM platform that's called Monday.com.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's really, really intuitive, and it's easy to use and to manage projects and manage if you're working with clients. So it's really easy to work with clients over there. So I love it, Monday.com completely.
Yeah. A bit of a tangent, but what is it about Israel that is there just a lot of innovation? Because there seems to be a lot of software and innovation coming out. Like I know the guys at Triple Whale, it's a big like Shopify, tool that's they're based in Israel. Monday.com, I didn't realize that's in Israel, but there's a lot of innovation. What do you think it is about the place? Is it the culture? Is it the entrepreneurship? What's so special?
I think it's a combination of few things. Basically, we're always looking to be the most. How would I define it? Um, uh, Something like the most. I forgot the word. Um, the most advanced or
Hmm.
most it's also something in our culture that we're always looking to do new businesses and new
Mm.
things and bring it out to the world
Mm.
and we are well at least in my environment I can say that the people around me are very creative, and think
Mm.
about new things and how they can impact the world in a
Yeah.
better way and how to change the business world. And it's really cool environment.
Mm.
So maybe this is something like that, that
Yeah.
drives us.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I said to you the other day when we had a bit of a chat. I've been to, Jerusalem. Love the place, but the people are special people as well. So that's awesome, man. Exciting to see so much development coming out. Okay, so next one is your favorite organic marketing channel.
Well, I would say, like Google, but
Hmm.
everybody probably saying Google. Uh, it's. I mean, there isn't much that I can think about which is organic, because well, there is. There is Facebook and there is social media and all that. Um, I would prefer social media. I mean, I think
Mm.
social media is a better place to rank like that. And
Mm.
nowadays, I think that TikTok is rising, and
Mm.
it's a very good place, and it's a must place to be if you
Yeah.
are in the e-commerce. Not only e-commerce, but if we are speaking today about e-commerce, so yeah,
Mm.
definitely a place to be. And not only organic, also paid. Paid ads on TikTok is much cheaper than all
Mm.
other venues that you can walk on. So yeah, completely TikTok.
That was my next question. Paid marketing channel, but would you say TikTok for that as well?
Yeah, this is the place completely.
Yeah.
TikTok is growing insanely. It's uh, and the ads are quite the prices right until for at least for now.
Mm.
It's reasonable. It's not unlike on other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or
Mm.
Google, and of course Amazon. It's way much expensive to advertise over there. So
Mm.
completely TikTok, if you know how to tweak it and how to work with it when you are driving traffic to your Amazon
Hmm.
store, you can do magic completely.
Yeah. 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 No, good. And then finally, of the five, your favorite business book.
My favorite business book. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not reading a lot.
That's fine.
But if I need to pick one, I think it would be Rich Dad and Poor Dad.
Hmm.
That was one of my first books that I read when I started my whole business journey. When like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and Think and Grow Rich also.
Mm.
When
Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill.
Mm.
That is also one that I like.
Yeah, definitely two classics that everyone
Yeah.
should read for sure. Good stuff. Okay, well, let's get into the topic then. Amazon attribution is become a very necessary skill to learn to be able to interpret the data that's coming through attribution as you run external traffic campaigns. For anybody that's new to the concept of Amazon attribution, can you give us a bit of an overview of why it was developed, what the solution is it provides, and how sellers can use it?
Sure, of course. I will give a little bit of a background before the attribution,
Hmm.
so people will understand a little bit better.
Yeah.
So until like 2 years ago, when you used to send traffic to Amazon, you didn't have any method that you were able to monitor and track your traffic and your sales. And it was crucial because many people are doing it, many sellers are doing it, and I'm doing it, and all my partners are doing it. And basically, we had no data that we will be able to actually know what's going on, unless you had like an amazing campaign. So you knew, okay, that thing worked and we can do that again. But you couldn't leverage it. It was very, very difficult. And like 2 years ago, something like that, Amazon came out with a tool that called Amazon Attribution. And that tool would give you the ability to see the impressions, your add to cart, purchases, and all that. And at the beginning, we were so happy and we thought that it's actually working, but we start to use it and then we saw that it's not. Yeah. And so we just continue to do our thing and we try to search for other venues how we can do that. And like a year ago, something like that, a colleague of mine told me that it's working well, and at least the little data that you're getting over there is actually accurate.
So
it's something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. In terms of the weaknesses of attribution, what are they? And so attribution, I'm not actually too au fait with how the technology works. Is it like a pixel similar to the Facebook pixel? How's it working? Is it running on cookies or?
So we wish it was like a pixel, because pixel is much more accurate. I wouldn't say much more accurate. It gives you much more options that you can know much more of the customer journey, on your website or any landing page or whatever. So it's not like a pixel. I would say it's the same family, but it's not the same thing. Attribution gives you much less data. And the data that you are getting from Amazon right now is basically impressions, add to cart, purchases, and that's about it, more or less. So it's not like a pixel, a pixel is something completely different, much more wide. And this is, one of the things that people don't like on attribution with Amazon, because you don't have a lot of information over there. But we are going to speak about the solution soon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And the data, you said it's not particularly accurate with attribution. So if people are seeing, 10 sales attributed, they could be in real terms be seeing 20, 30. How inaccurate would you say it is right out of the box?
It's much better, and it's getting better every time. Okay. According to our record and what we check and what we saw, it's like, let's say 95% accurate, which is really good. And so you can rely on it. You can say, okay, you can make conclusions and say, okay, this is working, this doesn't work, and then make your decision what to do. So it's getting better. And right now it's much, much more accurate than what it used to be.
And so would you say the weaknesses around attribution then are more the amount of data types it can give you, because it's limited in those?
Okay. Yeah, completely.
Got it.
This is one of the things that we wanted to solve.
And so let's talk about attribution insights then. You started that, did you say a year ago?
Yeah, something like that. A year ago, a bit more. And we, as we said right now, we saw that the attribution from Amazon, there is a lot of lack of information over there, and we need more. We need much more than that in order to be able to scale what we are doing. So we sat down and thought about the solution, and one of our friends, which is a software engineer, he told us, we told him about the problem that we have, and we must find a solution and all that. And he told us, okay, give me a few days, and I will come back to you with the solution. He came back after a few days with the solution, which is very, very cool, because it's not like we invented something. It's not like we invented a technology. He just took all the data that he has from all around from the external traffic that you're generating from your social media or Google Ads or influencer and all that, and the information that you have from attribution, and we are crossing all the data and calculating it, and then you are getting all the echoes, your tacos, your CPC, which keyword you are ranking best on Amazon. You can create the campaigns from the platform, so basically you have a platform that you can work on without leaving it, and you have all the data, and you can launch the campaign, stop the campaigns, modify it, add budget, you can increase budget, decrease budget. Basically, whatever you need to do, you can do it all. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah. And it's integrated with attribution. You're not replacing Amazon attribution with something new. You're integrating with the existing platform.
Right.
And so then you talked about creating campaigns. Are these like Google ad campaigns, TikTok ad campaigns? What are we talking about there?
Yeah, so we are talking about all the social media campaigns that basically our platform gives you right now the ability to create the campaigns on social media, on Google, and influencer marketing. But you have the ability basically to create any campaign that you like. Also, if you are creating, for example, a post on your social media, which is organic post, you can add to that post your attribution link that you created on Amazon, and then you can import the campaign that you created on Amazon to our platform, which is, there is a feature over there that's called link existing campaign, and it will show you all the campaigns. When you're clicking it, it will show you all the campaigns that you right now you have on your Amazon account. And you can basically import all your campaigns to our platform, and then you can see it over there. So right now you have the ability to create all the campaigns that I said, which is the social media, Google, and influencer. But you basically can create any campaign that you like, but not on our platform, on Amazon, and then import it.
And you mentioned that obviously the extra insights, ACOS, TACOS, the things that are going to really help you inform decisions at a campaign level. So rather than just, is this working or not, you can drill down into which Google ad campaigns are working, or if Google is performing better than TikTok, or if social media is better than paid. You can, once you see all the data, you can, you've got a lot more insight into, as the name suggests, attribution insights, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can drill down per campaign. You can see which campaign is working, what is working. You can see the whole picture. First of all, at the dashboard, you have the upper side of the dashboard. You can see the whole picture. It will tell you how much, what are your echoes and all that, and overall. But then you have all the campaigns. You can break it down. You can see which campaign is working. You can see which platform the campaign is from. You can modify it from there. You can see keywords. If it's a Google campaign, you can see ad sets. If it's a Facebook campaign or any social media campaign, if it's a campaign with influencers, so you can know if the influencer brought any impressions, if he brought or she brought any sales. You can see the echoes of the campaign with the influencers. And one more thing that we did with influencers, we created a specific tool for influencer marketing because we saw that there is a huge demand for it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are using influencers when they are trying to rank better on Amazon, or they're trying to launch new items on Amazon. And as we already said, you didn't have any option to know if it's actually working, unless it was amazing and you had a great success. So right now what we did is we took our platform and we broke it down to a few parts, and you have a platform specifically for influencer that in one side the influencer can see all the campaigns that they are running. They can see as we said, all the impressions, add to cart, sales, etc. And on the other side, you have the seller or the agency, whoever hired the influencer. And over there, they can launch the campaigns. They can see also all the data and all that. And that creates transparency between the two sides. And it's very easy to manage campaigns with influencers like that.
So they get visibility on all of that as well.
Exactly. And they can get also, if the seller wants, he can give the influencer permission on their account to create the campaign that they want, the attribution campaign on their account. And then it makes the lives much more easier because the influencer don't need to wait for the seller to create the campaign and send them a link and all that. The seller basically needs to tell the influencer, okay, this is the asset that I want to create the campaign to. Go to the account, create the campaign, and start work.
Yeah. In terms of the ACOS for influencer marketing, are you then putting in the amount that you've paid the influencer as like a one-time cost, and then it averages it out across the...
Exactly. Or the amount that you are paying them, or you have an option also for percentage, if you decide to give them a percentage for the sale.
I saw on Twitter this week someone talking about combining your attribution link with an Amazon Associates link. Are you doing it like that, or is it more of a manual percentage based on your insights?
It's more of a manual percentage, yeah.
I just thought it was interesting because obviously a lot of influencers like the idea of sending them to someone to Amazon rather than your own website, because Amazon is just really good conversion rates, but the Amazon Associates percentage that they pay is generally quite low. So if there's a way to work with influencers to pay them a bit more but still get the good conversion rates on Amazon, then it's win-win for everyone.
Okay. Good to know.
That's good. It's good. In terms of, I'd love to sort of have a brief chat about just some of the best practices for attribution for people that are setting up. Say they listeners are looking to run campaigns from multiple different sources: Google Ads, influencers, social media. You mentioned about creating a social media post, creating a link for that. How granular do people need to get with the links? Should it be a separate link for every post, separate link for every campaign within a platform like TikTok, or is it just one TikTok link, one social media link? What's the best practice there?
Well, it all depends on the stage that you are at. If you are only getting better, the best practices will be different than if you are already done and you're in a process of running attribution campaigns and you're in it already. So let's say that you are starting right now and you want to start generate traffic with the attribution links and all that. I would create a few ad sets. I would create like 3 campaigns with different ad sets on social media, see whichever works better. And something that I didn't say that is, of course, it all depends on your budget, Sure. So it all begins and ends with that. But let's say, on the average seller that doing the campaigns, I would I would start with social media, create a few campaigns, like 2-3 campaigns, and a few ad sets for each campaign, see which one is working better, and then start modifying and scale it. And same with Google. Also, I will create a few campaigns, as many keywords as I can, and then start to modify it and see which one is performing better, and see which keywords is performing better, adding keywords every time, decreasing or increasing budget for each keyword. I would start with that, with both channels, social media and Google, and I think that would be the best way to go.
And so the Insights tool is giving you the level, the granular level of, the data at a granular level, like keywords, so you can see the conversions that are coming from keywords down to that level. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, which is especially for Google Ads, that's a game changer, because to know which ones are driving the conversions. Previously, you couldn't do that, obviously, unless you were going to set up. You couldn't unless you were going to set up single keyword campaigns in Google and create a different attribution link for every campaign, which is Just crazy. So yeah, that's really really good. And then in terms of your clients, the what you're seeing as the most successful clients right now, what are they using this for? Is it primarily ranking new products, or do you have clients that are able to run these kind of strategies indefinitely, profitably? How's it? Because obviously conversion rate coming from external traffic is generally much lower.
Yeah.
What are the strategies that people are using for this?
Well, I would start with something with the project that we are working on in the last months with some US agency that they are doing email marketing for Amazon sellers. When we are saying lower conversion rates, that is not the case. Because if you have an email list that you can work with your clients generating traffic to Amazon through email list, you will see amazing results, amazing. And that will benefit you also because there is also the brand referral fee bonus. So if we are speaking about that, I would strongly recommend that if people are already doing email marketing to their clients, they can use our platform to track and monitor it and see how they can leverage it. They can see all the results, and it's a great way to do that, and it's a great way to actually bring in more sales. And other things that I see clients do, a lot of social media, a lot of video. Yeah, video is working very, very well. So I would strongly recommend running video ads. Also, on Amazon, when you're selling on Amazon, video ads are performing usually much better, at least on our niches of what we are doing. So those things.
Okay, cool. And where do you see, looking forward to the future, where do you see external traffic? Is this something that I remember a few years ago when the sort of scene shifted and you as an Amazon seller had to get good at PPC. 5 years ago, as you said at the start of the episode, you hardly even had to run PPC, let alone be good at it. You throw on an automatic campaign and maybe a manual campaign if you really want to go the extra mile, and you do well. Whereas, a few years ago it began to shift, and to be successful, you needed to get really good at PPC. Whereas, now, even if you're really good at PPC, it's very difficult at scale to get lower than 30% ACOS. I remember the days of 30% feeling high. Now I'm pumped if I've got 30% ACOS, And so do you see the same thing with external traffic? As Amazon sellers, do we have to get really good at this to succeed? Is it something that will be here today, gone tomorrow? Or what do you think?
Well, first of all, I hope that it will be here because I really don't believe in putting all your eggs in one basket. So it's all about your strategy of your business. I think that external traffic is crucial for any business, by the way, not only on Amazon, also if you're doing other things, like Shopify and all that, it's very crucial to know how to drive the traffic to your website /Amazon. So I think, and I'm almost certain that Amazon will continue to develop that because Amazon wants to bring as much traffic as they can to their platform, even though, they already have quite a big chunk of the market. They constantly looking for new ways to do that. And also the prices of the PPC on Amazon is increasing dramatically every year, and it's very, very expensive, and it's much more difficult. And when you're doing Google Ads, for example, it's way cheaper to drive traffic to Amazon, and it will also gain you, the organic ranking on Amazon, and you will get ahead of your. It's another way to get ahead of your competition. It's all about how you beat your competition, and you need to be creative because everybody does PPC. Everybody knows how to do PPC. There is endless agencies that knows the best. Everybody knows the best tactics, and how to scale on Amazon and to bring you the best results. But not nobody nowadays, people are speaking about a lot about external traffic, and there is a reason for that, because as I said, the prices are increasing on Amazon. It's very difficult, and you must find new ways to bring the traffic. And I do think that it will be something very, very hot. It's going to be a very hot topic in the next few years.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one thing I forgot to ask you when we were talking about best practices is where you tend to send people. Is it straight to the product detail page? Do you do much to storefront or external landing pages?
Well, we are still. I'm still testing it. I mean, I'm not testing it, but there are few ways that I am doing it, and I prefer to send the clients directly to our web store, to our Amazon store. We are creating a specific page for that. It's a product feature page. Without all the competition that you have on Amazon. It's only one product, your product, the product that you want to sell, and then it's converting much better. But
Yeah,
I saw cases that a few clients generated the traffic to a landing page.
Yeah,
and
like an external one, like,
yeah,
and
external
then
one.
collect an email and send them on,
Exactly.
kind of
So
thing.
there is an option also, which is also good. If you want to build your email list, you can create it by that way. You can do something like that, and maybe even offer some kind of a coupon code or something like that.
Yeah.
So there are several ways. You need to be creative, but I prefer to send the customer directly to Amazon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was just looking because it would have been amazing if you could add to cart straight from storefront, but I don't think you can you?
No.
No, that would be great, and that would make it the best place to send people for sure. Because, like you say, he doesn't have all of the competition around it. But
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. Hopefully, Amazon changed that then.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, doke. And then just the last question on the topic: if you had to choose one method of external traffic that you're doing or seeing the most impact with, most effectiveness, you've mentioned influencers, paid, social media, etc., etc. If you had to choose one right now, what would you say people should start with?
I would go with social media. I would go with video on social media, Instagram or TikTok. I think those ads are converting the best, and it's the fastest way to get sales. So it all depends on your goal. First of all, what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
So sometimes you only want to achieve awareness and all that. So that's a different story. But if you want to gain sales, I would go with social media video ads. And this is a very good. You can see very good conversions over there. But my approach is much more wider. I mean, when I'm doing campaigns, I prefer to do a few kinds of campaigns. Not only, as I said right now, you asked me about one, but it's important for me to say that it's very important when you're creating campaigns to do it as wide as you can, and select as much platform as you can. But I think that if I had to choose only one, I would go with what I said.
Good. Okay. Helpful. Very helpful. Where can people find out more about Attribution Insights, and if they want to explore it some more?
They can find us at attributioninsights.com, and they can see all the information about the plans that we have and everything that we are offering. And also on social media, on LinkedIn, they can find us. We are getting very active on LinkedIn, and those are the places, most of the places that we are.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, we'll leave links for those in the description and the show notes of the episode as well. Kfir, thanks for coming on. This has been good to geek out about this topic. It's quite a nerdy kind of topic, all these data points and numbers, but it's, as we've talked about, it's essential for Amazon sellers who want to be successful over the coming years to really get to grips with this. So I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for having me.
No problem. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to this episode today. Hopefully you've got lots of value out of it. Definitely check out Attribution Insights down in the description. Let me know how you get on with it. I am going to be taking it for a test drive over the next few days as well with some campaigns we got running. So I'll be reporting back as well. And I'm sure it's going to be a super helpful tool. So check it out. And we'll be back with another episode same time next week. Take care. Bye-bye.